Hello, dear children. Welcome to physical education class. So today we are going to learn about Olympic symbol, Olympic torch, and Olympic oath. Right. So in the previous session we had done about two things. That is our Paralympics, and the next thing is Special Olympic Bharat. So let us just take a 5 minute recap for that. Paralympic beta, when we talk about Paralympics, so it was, if we talk about the DEF, it was already in existence in 1888 in Berlin. And children's, when we talk about Paralympics, so it is a major multinational sports which involves athletes of various range of disability. Whatever kind of disability you have, you can participate, right? So in terms of muscle power deficiencies, difficulties in the walking, paraplegia, quadriplegia, muscular dystrophy, post-polio syndrome, spine bifida, impaired passive range of movement, limb problem, amputation, dyslethia, leg length difference, shorter stature, hypertonia, ataxia, athoxis, vision impairment, intellectual impairment. So these kind of people, those who have, those are the CWS and child with a special need. They can participate in Paralympic Bharat. So Paralympic Games are organized parallel with the Olympic Games, while IOC recognize Special Olympics, World Games, including intellectual disabilities, and Deaf Olympics for the Deaf. The first Paralympic Games were held in Rome, Italy in 1960. And there is a full form you must remember about IPC, that is International Paralympic Committee. And in 2016, Rio de Janeiro, there were 22 events. If we talk about Paralympics, there is a famous lady here, Eunice Kennedy Shiver. She started the Special Olympic Bharat. There was an idea born out in Shiver's experience of witnessing social exclusion and people with intellectual disability who were, placed in custodial institute as a routine. So Shiver believed that the equal opportunity, if we give to the peoples, they'll definitely do excellent. And this is sports is the only way by which we can realize them their potential for their growth. The Special Olympic Bharat was firstly organized in Chicago, and it was July 1986, right? Not only playing games, but yes, they are trained, they're provided with coachings, interest building, sports, skill perfection, social interaction, communication skills, talent, leadership abilities, intellectual disabled persons को थोड़ा सा training देना, right? These all things are going on there. Now let us come. We are going to talk about the Olympic symbol, Olympic flag, Olympic motto, etc. Olympic flag. So when we talk about a flag, let's say our national flag, okay, it serves a feeling of proud. In the same way, in Olympics, there is a flag called the Olympic flag. This Olympic flag is designed by Coubertin suggestion. Now the word Coubertin, what does it mean? So there is a father of modern Olympics, Baron Pierre de Coubertin, and Baron is the father of modern Olympic Games. Baron Pierre de Coubertin, he is the father of modern Olympic Games. So according to his suggestion in 1913, this is made. So Olympic flag is made in 1913, but it was the first flown in an Olympic stadium in 1920. So these two dates are very important for everyone to go through it nicely. And it was in Antwerp Olympics Games. So Olympic flag was designed according to Coubertin suggestion in 1913, and it was firstly flown in Olympic Stadium in 1920, and that was Antwerp Olympic Games. Olympic flag consists of 5 rings, and these rings are interlinked with each other with a white background, right? And Olympic flag, there is rings. The colors are blue, black, yellow, red, and green. Right? These rings are interlinked with each other, which symbolize that supporting attitude of a people with various continents. The color of the rings are blue, black, red, yellow, and green. So Olympic flag is designed by Baron Pierre de Coubertin in 1913, and then this is firstly flown in Antwerp Olympics in 1920. It consists of 5 rings which are interlinked each other, which symbolize that the people of various continents are together, right? Let us come on the next point, that is the Olympic torch. Okay, what is this Olympic torch? So Olympic torch was ceremonially lightened in 1928. ओलंपिक टॉर्च होता क्या है बेटा, जैसे ही ओलंपिक स्टार्ट होता है तो ओपनिंग सेरेमनी होती है, टॉर्च जलाई जाती है, रिले पीपल्स को लेके दौड़ते हैं, राइट? So the first time Olympic torch was ceremoniously lighted in 1928 at Amsterdam Olympics. Which Olympics? Amsterdam Olympics. This is an important question. These Olympic torch was ceremoniously, lightened in the opening ceremony, and it symbolized the continuity between the modern Olympic and the ancient Olympic. Now, what is about modern Olympics and what is about ancient Olympics? The ancient Olympic Games belong to Greece, and it was firstly started in 776 BC. On that time, children's the games were of 5 days. On the first day, the priest performed the rituals. The about the torch is lightened and everything is done there. Then on the first day, opening ceremony is there. On the second day, animals, amphibian games is there. On the third day, there will be other games. On the fourth day, there will be wrestling. There will be sword fighting. Okay, so this kind of games happen till 5 days. On the 5 day, that is the final day, fifth day, and that is the closing ceremony. So on that time in the closing ceremony, the crown is given to the winners. Atlas, Hallmark, Garland, these are the famous heroes of that time. They are provided with the olive leaf crowns because the crown is made up of the olive leaves on that time. So after 1500 years of ancient Olympic Games, modern Olympic Games started, right? And these modern Olympic Games was started by Baron Pierre de Coubertin, and Baron Pierre de Coubertin is the father of modern Olympic Games. So who is the father of modern Olympic Games? Baron Pierre de Coubertin. Olympic motto. Before going to Olympic motto, let's do finish it. Olympic torch. The first time the Olympic flame was lighted in 1928 in Amsterdam Olympics, and the Olympic torch was symbolized the first, uh, you know, that first lightened by the sun rays and the grease in the grease, and then carried out to the side of relay runners. Olympic torch symbolized the continuity between ancient Olympic Games and modern Olympic Games. Olympic motto. What is Olympic motto? Olympic motto is CTS, LTS, and 40s. Right? So CTS means fastest, LTS means highest, and 40s means the strongest. So the Olympic motto is CTS, LTS, 40s, which means to perform for fastest, highest, and strongest. So Olympic motto itself give that whatever you want to do in Olympics, it must be fastest, it must be highest, it must be strongest, so that the glory of nation enhance because people from various country participated there. This motto is also pronounced by Baron Pierre de Coubertin at the Paris Olympics in 1900. Okay. Now about the prize of Olympics. So in the ancient time, the heroes were awarded with the olive leaves. The crown is made of the olive leaves, and they are given that. But modern Olympics, the development is there, the modernization is there, so things are changing. So in modern Olympics, they are awarded with the medal and certificates. First positions got silver medal. Okay, so those who got first position, they'll get silver medal. Second position, they'll get the first position will get gold medal. Second position, they'll get silver medal. Third position, they'll get bronze medal. And up to first six positions, they get certificates. Right? So, any rules and regulation regarding games are set by International Olympic Committee. What is International Olympic Committee? International Olympic Committee decide whether where will be the Olympics will be there. Okay, it will decide what the rules and regulation. It is act against the kind of any drugs or anything else happen. So now let us come on the Olympic oath. What is this Olympic oath? So when we talk about Olympic oath, it is taken by the host country, athletes of the host country. So those who are attending Olympics, they must go for the oath. Now, oath is what it is a promise challenge. When they take participate in games and sports, they will perform things with by abiding and respecting the rules of the game, and with the true spirit of game and a sportsmanship. So oath is very important. It's play a very important role. Like just we can, if we can take an example of our school sports week. In a school sports week, what children does that the head boy, head girl, and the vice captain, captains, they come together that you can see on this screen. They hold a flag, the corners of the flag, and then they start about the Olympic oath, right? So I'll be telling you right now the Olympic oath so that you'll get that feeling. Olympic oath is taken by the athletes of the host country. He hold at the corners of flag in the behalf of all the competitors. Right. So what is the oath? Just listen carefully. In the name of all the competitors, I promise that we will participate in this Olympic Games, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them, committing ourselves to a sport without doping and without drugs, in the true spirit of sportsmanship, for the glory of sports and for the honor of our teams. Jai Hind. This kind of Olympic oath is happened, right? So in this way, it will create an enthusiasm, a creativeness in a person so that they'll do something good. Olympic and drugs. So for peoples, now wanted to have money, name, fame. So sometimes they use wrong way to go. Today's sports has become a very professional, and there is a lot of name, fame, and money involved in sports. The sometime athletes do something illegal method. They go for taking drugs. They go for doping. What is doping? Doping means taking the things which is not allowed in sports. It is the consumption of drugs. It is the consumption of RBCs and or genetic index difference. So doping is the use of banned substance and drugs in sports, right? So there are different kinds of doping, like there may be drug doping, there may be gene doping, there may be blood doping. So people go for all these things. Thus athletes and players sometimes choose illegal method to achieve this. Many times they take drugs to enhance their performance. All unnatural methods for enhancing performance are banned in Olympics. So who will take care of it? Yes, IOC as well as WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency. This is the important term, you must note it. World Anti-Doping Agency is there, which see all of this, whether the person is doped or not. And I'll tell you one thing, beta. Like whenever it happens, like someone has taken drugs, so they'll be caught, because if you break the that records and all, so first there will be a doping test, and every test is there कि अगर इस बंदे ने कुछ ब्रेक किया रिकॉर्ड तो कुछ डोपिंग वगैरह तो नहीं किए. So these tests were there, right? So today sports has become very professional, and there is a lot of name and fame money involved in this. Thus athletes and players sometimes use illegal methods to achieve this. Many times they take drugs to enhance their performance. All unnatural methods for enhancing performance are banned in Olympics. Today, IOC, International Olympic Committee, is strictly following its regular checkups toward drugs and sports. It has also set up many laboratories to set athletes for drugs. The testing laboratory is named as WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency. It conduct regular checkup over equipments and provide technical help to set up for the various stadium, provide latest knowledge related to the training of an athletes. Let us come to the new point, that is Olympiasm. Olympiasm's aim and ideas, objectives. So Olympiasm is to promote development for the fine physical motor qualities, which are the basis of amateur sports. What is this? Which are the basis of amateur sports. So Olympiasm, fine motor development is what, and gross motor development is what? So there is motor development, that is the smooth and coordinated development of human's body. So fine motor development is related to development of person's body. That is, fine motor development is related with the development of small bones and muscles. And about gross motor development, so it is development of large muscles and bones, right? Now, what is the aim and objective? The Olympic ideas that Coubertin said before the world has enriched in these words. The important thing in Olympics. So, what is Coubertin's lines for Olympics? The important thing in the Olympic is not to win but to take part, because all those who take participate, they are the winners. The important thing in life is not to the triumph but to struggle. The essential thing is not to have conquered, but to fought well, right? The purpose of that he had in mind were, you must have attention on it, to draw attention of the world to the fact national programs of physical training and competitive sports not only help for development of good health of a young people, but to create better citizens and promote development of their characters and personality. If we go to the second point, that is to create them in a sense of loyalty, championship, team spirit, and to enable the young peoples to use their life in such a beautiful way, to stimulate their fine arts by organization, exhibitions, and similarly displaying in order to broaden them outlook and make life happier and healthy. To inculcate some moral social values in all these sports person, the concept that sports is pastime and not an instrumental for material, because the way the thing you learn, if you make a goal in while football game is going on, and the amount of pleasure, the amount of happiness you'll feel now, it can't be purchased anywhere, it can be earned on that time only. Game lead to social, moral, and various kinds of development in your body, to create a spirit of international amity and goodwill, and to contribute to better understanding among people or nation. Based on these well defined ideas of two fundamental principles of Olympics are followed, that is, Olympic family. There is no distinctions of caste, creed, color, and race, and all the competitors have a be amateur. So we are a family, we are not, there is no discrimination on the basis of anything. So today we started thinking from some of the topics, that is the Olympic motto, Olympic flag. So let's have recapitulated. We started with Olympic flag. Olympic flag was designed by Coubertin. It was designed in 1930. It was ceremoniously, flown in 1920, and it was in Antwerp Olympics. Okay, and there were five rings which are interlinked each other, and it symbolized the supporting attitude among various continents. The colors were blue, black, red, yellow, and green. If we think upon Olympic torch, so it was firstly flown, that Olympic torch was firstly lightened ceremoniously in 1928, and it was in Amsterdam. It symbolized the continuity between ancient and modern Olympic Games. Olympic motto. The Olympic motto is CTS, LTS, Fortiest, and which means fastest, highest, and strongest in competition, because Olympics need that. And the first time this Olympic motto was pronounced in 1900 in Paris Olympics, right? Olympic prize, if we talk about, so in ancient Olympics, the prize is given the crown, which is of olive leaves. In modern era now, certificates are there. For the first position, we have gold. Second position, we have silver. Third position, we have bronze, and up to sixth position, they get certificates. So it's like that. And IOC international committee is also there, which decide about Olympics things in detail. And the headquarter of IOC is in Loisel. What is Olympic oath? In the name of all the competitors, people promise themselves that they'll respecting, abiding, and do rules and regulation without doping and with the true spirit of sportsmanship, for the nation glory, for the glory of their teams and all. So by the abiding that things. There is WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency, which act against doping. Doping is the use of banned substance in sports and games. So there are three types of doping basically: drugs doping, blood doping, and gene doping, right? Then we had a good talk about Olympiasm. So there is some lines given by our the father of modern Olympic Games, to promote the development of things for the fine motor development, for the gross motor development, that is the motor development. So motor development is a smooth and coordinated development, and it is of two types: fine motor development and gross motor development. So the idea of our father of modern Olympic game is, the important thing in Olympic is not to win, but to take power, to have a try, and let's cross the boundaries, to break the records. The important thing in life is not to triumph, but to struggle. The essential thing is not to have conquered, but to fought well, right? So we have, they want to create a sense of loyalty, championship, team spirit, enable young peoples to use life more. They wanted to draw attention of world, in fact, national programs for physical training. Competitive sports not only helped in development of an athlete, but for the better life, for the better decision of the country, and to promote development and characteristics of a person, to build up the good personality, to stimulate a fine art by organization or for exhibitions, similar displays in order to broaden their outlook, make them happier, to create a spirit of international amity and goodwill, to contribute better understanding among people and nation. Right? With this, take care. Bye bye. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. We'll meet the next lecture soon. And I hope today's lecture was so good for you and you understand so many points in terms of Olympic value education. With this, take care. Bye bye. Lots of love and blessings to all of you.